Hey, so January 9th, and this is Becoming the Bear. Episode 2, I guess. This is kind of a long day with, well, let's just update you on where we're at with different things. I'm going to focus a lot more on what it's like with living with ACC and what the things and my treatments and things that we've done on that, at least in the beginning of each video, because I know that's what a lot of people are searching up and seeing. And so I kind of wanted to just give you what today was. Like, we went through and I was able to get some medical supplies that we've been trying to fight for since October, hoping to get them expedited through insurance as well as through the people we ordered them from, and it took forever just to get a call back from that. So here I am at the end of the night, just kind of sharing everything. We originally went to go get a blood pressure cuff, just because that's something that we want to monitor. With my type of cancer, blood pressure is a huge thing. That's what kind of sparked everything. So for, I don't know, over a year, my blood pressure's been just astronomically high, and a lot of it was accredited to my weight. In the very beginning was like, okay, you're stressed out with, getting rid of the bar, all of that, and that's what it was all about right there. And then it became sleep apnea. And that's what's making it all out of control, is that I have sleep apnea. I'm not getting enough sleep. That's keeping my blood pressure really high. Man, if we had ran some tests back then, maybe I wouldn't have made it to stage 4. Maybe we could have stopped this a little sooner. That might have been a huge difference maker, but didn't happen. So it is what it is. But it is a very big sign of this. So if you're having constant high blood pressure and they can't do anything, please go get checked out. I'm not a medical professional, but in my opinion, as a person who has Adrenocortical Carcinoma, I suggest you get checked out if you can't get your blood pressure under control. It's way too high and spiking all the time. That's a big thing. I'm keep looking and I'm like, so another thing is with my high cortisol and everything and my blood pressure being through the roof, I bruise easily now, and it doesn't heal very fast. So every time I look down and I see something different, I'm like, where did that come from, and how long has it been there? It's weird. So anyway, I digress. I'm all over the place. It's been a day, so bear with me. I'm trying to be in great spirits, and that's another part of ACC, is that a lot of times I can be a raging a-hole, like just my hormones are off the chart. I get adrenaline spikes. I can't think right. I can't feel right. I can't regulate. It's really, really tough with all of this. And luckily, I have an amazing family who is understanding and loving and willing to put up with it for now. I don't imagine they'll do it much longer. Like, come on, figure it out. But once I'm in treatment, I'll be able to regulate this. But again, like I said yesterday, my cortisol is through the roof. It's really hard to regulate all this, but yeah. Anyway, so originally went for a blood pressure cuff, went to my main pharmacy where I get my prescriptions for other things like high blood pressure. And I had originally called them, talked to somebody over the phone, and they're like, yeah, we can fill this. Perfect. I have it written out. I got it from a friend, and they're cheap. I could order it on Amazon and just have it here in a day. But if I can get my insurance to pay for it, why would I do that? Why would I waste the money? So they wrote me a prescription for it. My insurance is going to pay for it. No big deal. When I get to this pharmacy, I'm not gonna put anybody under the bus until the last one, because that one's easy to figure out. They tell me that I have to go to a specialty medical place to get it. After I called them and said, can you fill this? They're like, absolutely. And then I show up and they're like, no, we don't do those. Literally the same person I talked to on the phone. I could tell. I could hear it in their voice. I'm like, really? Okay, cool. Thanks for wasting my time. The other place that they mentioned was a place that I've been trying to get my sleep apnea stuff from. My new supplies, because the mask that I got, not working. Keeps making me break out. So I wanted a different hookup. So I went there and I'm like, hey, I can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Maybe they'll actually get me my sleep apnea stuff. So I get there, they can't do the blood pressure cuff. But after an hour and a half of being there, they're finally able to get me the stuff for my sleep apnea. Like, cool. It wasn't a complete waste of time. But before going to the place that they recommend, I go get the blood pressure cuff. We call them. The place that they tell us to call says they don't do it anymore, but they give us the number for the place that does. And they're like, this is the only place in town. Literally the only place in town that can do it. So we call them. And they said, you're right. This is absolutely the only place you can get one of these. Cool. Here's my prescription. This is what it says. And they're like, can you get this rewritten? Can you get this prescription rewritten to either say he's obese or has high blood pressure, diabetes maybe, anything else? Because having stage 4 cancer is not a good enough reason for them to be able to prescribe me and give me a blood pressure cuff to monitor. Let me tell you what it's like when you first find out that you have stage 4 cancer. The first thing that the doctors tell you is to go on vacation. Go enjoy what little life you have left. It's uncurable. They can go into remission, maybe, if you're lucky. Not a big chance of that. But there is no cure. Go eat what you want. Drink what you want. Go try to enjoy whatever little life you got left. I had 5 different doctors tell me to go on vacation. There were 2 different doctors in Spokane that listened to me. Heard me say, I'm a fight. I'm not going on fucking vacation. That's not who I am. It's not what I do. I don't give up. said, we're going to support you through that. And everybody else was like, man, you a joke. Get on. That's what it's like when you find out that you have stage 4 cancer. It is in my aorta, my lungs, my liver, and a big ass mass above my kidney. It's a lot, man. It's rough to hear that and to have people that you want on your team telling you, get ready to die. Man, I ain't ready to die. That is the mental and emotional thing that you feel when you get told that. Get ready. It's coming. And it's been coming every day for everybody. Everybody gonna die. They just tell you it's gonna happen sooner. So, I'm not buying in. I'm not here for it. I'm gonna fight every step of the way for every day I get. And I'm gonna enjoy every day I get. And I hope you're gonna be here listening to me talk about it. Or you're not. You might get bored with me. But I'm gonna keep doing this, and I'm doing it for my family and doing it a lot for myself. I thought about doing this for a long time because I need that outlet. I don't talk to people anymore. Man, I did a lot to mess my life up. All the shit I ate and drank, and it helped feed all this. The way I lived my life. And I cut a lot of people out, man. And the people that have stuck with me, my family, they are the best thing that's ever happened to me, man. It just is what it is. So that's what it's like when you find out you have cancer, is that you get to be told that you're dying. And there were a few days that messed with me a lot. It made it really hard to push forward. I tell you what. And I'm better than that. I know that, and I hope that you are as well. And I hope that if you're watching this because you see the ACC part of my video, you're stronger than you know. And you can fight. You don't have to roll over. I did. And I haven't even started treatment yet. That's coming up. That's going to be this week. So I hope you're here to watch that, because I will chronicle all of it from day one of chemo to all of it. I am not afraid. I know that it's going to be a very long journey. But I hope you're here to hang out. Feel free to talk to me in any way. I'm here. I know I'm pretty antisocial in person now, but that's because I don't know what I'm gonna say, and I don't know what mood I'm in. I don't know when things are gonna hit me, and I don't want to be that person. Maybe after we get on something that is regulating where let me explain that. Like, it's rough, man. Even with my wife, my kids, I don't know who I am gonna be in 5 minutes. I could be tired and just hanging out and relaxing. Next thing I know, I'm turning into the Hulk. I'm just getting a shot of the biggest jolt of something. And it's weird. You don't know which emotion is going to hit you. I can get a jolt of happiness and just be the most jovial, laughing, Santa Claus looking like dude who's just having a great time. Or I can get angry. And any little thing will just make me snap. Or I can get sad and just start weeping. And I can't help it. It'll take any emotion that I got and crank it up. And I don't even know when it's coming. That's what it's like living with an unchecked version of this horrible thing that's inside of me. So, yeah, I'm excited for this week. It's a big ass week that's going to be about that. It's going to be all about hopefully getting better. Things are getting better every day. I mean, as far as my own mental state and being able to live with all this and working through it. And I've had to change a lot of things in my life, and I'm like, and being back on social media for something that I was done with that demon. That messed up my life a lot, and so it's different for me now to be back on it, and it's only Facebook and YouTube now, but before that was a bad rabbit hole for me. I'll tell you what. Yeah. But let me tell you about what the best part of my day was. I came home tonight. My wife had watched that video last night. She did this. She set up an entire room because she was like, I loved watching it. I loved seeing you back in front of a camera and being you and being raw. So she created a room for me. And I'll show you later, but there's a lot of things around here, and I'm just not ready to share it. It's mine. Tonight it's mine. It's for me. It took a long time for me to redeem myself from the piece of garbage I was, to be able to get that woman to marry me. But once she did, man, she became all in. And there's no better feeling in my life. I couldn't be more thankful for finding out that I had cancer, because it made it so that we could live life. And we're living life to the fullest extent now. And we're doing it without any blinders on anymore. Like, I don't do weed, I don't do alcohol, none of that anymore. And now I get to actually live and feel life in a way that is raw and undefined, which is how I am sharing my life with you. Raw. Thanks for listening to me today. This is becoming very therapeutic, and it's helping me out a lot, so I appreciate everyone and anyone who's taken the time to watch and listen. Tomorrow's going to be an even better day. Thanks for being on the journey as I become the bear. See you tomorrow.